Hello and welcome to the Rick and Nick Show. The very first show in this series. Rick and Nick, please tell us what's on your show today? This wonderful Tuesday?
Why are you the host? This is called the Rick and Nick Show. I hate the boss in these studios. Anyway, we have some comedy stories based around Nick's hilarious knock-knock jokes.
Nick, so can we have the first knock-knock joke of the night?
Knock, knock. Who's there? Mikey. Mikey who? Mikey doesn't fit in the keyhole.
I had the time when I had to wait 3 hours to get in the house, then I realized I had the key in my hand. Got arrested for wasting police time. 2 years in prison. Got out yesterday.
Wow, that's the life. My wife does that to me a lot. She always puts up a sign saying now vacant. That means I can go on holiday. I love her. I went to Barcelona last week. Lush.
Knock knock. Who's there? Scott. Scott who? Scott nothing to do with you.
Wow, you seem annoyed with that one knock-knock, Nick. I am so, sorry.
Oh, I know. There was one time when someone knocked on my door saying that and I got all my stuff burgled. Whoops.
We will take Nick on stage to calm down from the previous knock-knock joke. Let's take a break. But we will not have a Kit Kat. See you in part 2 when we have the guest joke. Hello and welcome back to the Rick and Nick Show, Part 2. Coming up in this part, we have the guest joke presented by your favorite dude, Obama. Rick and Nick, rate these jokes.
Okay Rick, you go first. This is from Chip Chopper from Chipnum. Is that even a real name? Anyway, knock knock. Who's there? Vampire. Vampire who? Vampire State Building.
Well, that worked really well for me. I would give that joke a 5 out of 10. Because I love vampires but I hate towers. Chip, you have 5 points.
Okay, Nick, your go. This is from Bali Flopper. Seriously. Anyway, knock knock, who's there? Olivia. Olivia who? Olivia, so get out my house.
Okay Belly, I can see great potential with that joke. I think it can go far. But because you were throwing me out of your house, I will give that joke a 3 out of 10. Chip leading.
Okay host. Finally it's your go. It's from Jim Jimmer. Haha, yeah right. Anyway, knock knock. Who's there? Canoe. Canoe who? Canoe, you lend me some money?
Well, that joke does not need money from me because I think Jim will be a comedy superstar. I give it an 8 out of 10. Jim wins this show's guest joke.
If you want your joke on the show and rated, send me them. Comment below or message through inbox before I come knocking on your door.
Thank you for listening.
Okay, that's all for part 2. In part 3, it is time for Rick's comedy story. Back in a click. Welcome back again to part 3 of the Rick and Nick Show. Now it is time for Rick's time in the spotlight. Rick, tell me your latest comedy story.
2 blind pilots, both are wearing dark glasses. One is using a guide dog, and the other is tapping his way along the aisle with a cane. Nervous laughter spreads through the cabin. But the man into the cockpit, the door closes, and the engines start up. The passengers begin glancing nervously around, searching for some sign that this is just a little joke. None is forthcoming. The plane moves faster and faster down the runway, and the people sitting in the window seats realize they're headed straight for the water at the airport edge. As it begins to look as though the plane will plow into the water, panicked screams fill the cabin. At that moment, the plane lifts smoothly into the air. The passengers relax. And soon all retreat into their magazines, secure in the knowledge that the plane is in good hands. In the cockpit, one of the blind pilots turns to the other and says, "Ya know, Bob, one of these days, they're gonna scream too late and we're all gonna die." My return trip from Barcelona, by the way.
Very good, Rick. Now it is time for my knock-knock blast. Get ready.
Yes, back for the final part of the Rick and Nick show very shortly. Thank you, Rick. Hello and welcome back to the final part of the Nick and Rick show. It is now time for Nick's Knock Knock Blast. I dare you not to laugh. Nick, blast off. Now.
Knock knock. Who's there? Sam. Sam who? Sam person who knocked on the door last time. Knock knock. Who's there? Gorilla. Gorilla who? Gorilla cheese sandwich for me and I'll be right over. Knock knock. Who's there? Nadia. Nadia who? Just Nadia head if you understand what I'm saying. Knock knock. Who's there? Theodore. Theodore who? Theodore wasn't open so I knocked. Knock knock. Who's there? I don't know. I don't know who. I told you I don't know. Why don't you believe me? Knock knock. Who's there? Normally. Normally who? Normally I have my key.
Wow, did I say Nick was good at knock-knock jokes or what? Haha. Very well done. Clap clap. A brilliant start to the series and a brilliant ending to the show.
Remember, send me your jokes and they will be rated in the guest joke. If you're confident enough. Tags all from Knock Knock Nick and Laughing Rick.
Yes, that is all for this show. See you next Tuesday for the next show. Get knocking and laughing with the Rick and Nick show. Good night.